Good morning, Monday, May 25th. Welcome back to another MLB breakdown. We can clear that watch list that is not current. Happy Memorial Day weekend. Hope everybody had a good time. How we been doing? We got a first-time chatter from Teabag, though. Afternoon, bro. Could you please run through the slates today like a tutorial on how to use your app? Well, I'm glad you asked. I spent a lot of time building this. There is a tutorial series right here. How to find tonight's best home run picks. Boom. There's a whole video dedicated to it. What plus EV means. Boom. A whole video dedicated to it. How the do leaderboard works. How to read hot cold zones. How to read the tags. How to build parlays with the strategy builder. Building and using your watch list. There's a whole series built on how to use the site. So if y'all have not checked it out yet, you can do it. So just go to your profile, go to resources, and then right here, boom, first link. Full guided tour and onboarding session. So if y'all don't know how to use the tool yet, you can do that. You can sit back and watch how I use it too. But yeah, that's where the tutorials live. So here, it's there. All right. Let's see. 1 sec. Blood sec. Let me alert the people that I'm live. All right. And then let's go look at the weather. It's been a brutal weekend for weather. I mean, if any of you guys live on the East Coast, it's been raining for like 4 or 5 days straight. D, maybe I can add something to like your own personal settings where it only shows you a certain book. I can look into it. Yeah, you can figure that out. All right, so Pittsburgh, nothing terrible. 2% chance of rain. 26% Baltimore. I don't know, man. This game looks a little sketchy. This game looks a little sketchy. Heavy drizzle, 26% chance of rain. Wouldn't be surprised if this is one of those. We'll see, I guess. Game doesn't start till when? 1:35. Oh, we got one of those slates. A Monday with 1 p.m. games, 2 p.m. games, 2 p.m., 3, 4. Oh, geez. Okay. We got a lot of day games. Damn. St. Louis, Milwaukee's indoors. Chicago White Sox, at least there's no rain. Kansas City, no rain. New York Mets, not really any rain, which is good. Okay, no rain. Overcast, okay. The place is already hard to hit home runs in. Overcast, okay. I don't see a lot of rain. It's only Memorial Day. I know. It's day games, though. All right. Weather's not terrible today compared to the weekend, at least. Okay. 24 homers to about 25 across 13 games. Still not looking good. I mean, we want to see this number be more than 2 per game, so we would want to see at least 26 just to be like basic. You know, to be baseline, we want to see at least 2 per game, but we're still below that, so that's not ideal. Pitchers, who we got on the mound today? Ooh, the Miz and McClain and Luzardo. Ooh. Someone said McClain is washed. He is not washed. He did have one bad start there, but outside of that, not washed. Let's look at hits allowed. Who's allowing a lot of hits today? Zebby, Tanner Gordon, Jansen Junk. I feel like Jansen Junk just pitched 2 days ago. What? 5:20. It's been 5 days already. I feel like Junk just pitched. Okay. Who else we got on the mound today? Tanner Gordon, Zach Littell. Okay, Littell with the meatball. All right. Cleveland lefties. It's in Cleveland. That's tough. All right. Savali, Meatball Savali's on the mound too. Okay. Yeah, decent day. We got kind of a mix of really good pitchers and a mix of really bad pitchers. I kind of like this slate. Um, I'm working on something for the tracker. I'm working on something for the tracker so that you guys can opt out of stats for tracking, because I've been realizing this too. It's like I want to build a watch list and track guys for only a specific prop. Like I only want to track this guy for hits today. You know what I mean? I don't really want him included in bringing down my home run numbers, which has been happening. I've been tracking guys to take on veggies, and then my home run numbers look like crap. But I never intended for that guy to be a home run dude. So I'm working on something where you can opt. It'll default to all stats in tracking, but you can opt in to only track this guy for hits and hits, runs, RBIs, and then it won't hurt your home run numbers. So I am working on shipping that today. That should get out today. Because I do want to build watch lists for like different stats and then track based on different stats too. So, yeah. So that should come out later today. Let's see here. Ben Brown's been kind of nice, y'all. I can't lie. And giving up a homer all year. What? Or at least since the 15th. Damn. The hell? You know, one homer on the year. Okay. Mlajenski. What are we working with here? 2 and 8. So this, yeah, not really ideal. We can look at this game for other props, though. I think we might be able to get some other stuff here. Nobody looks that good on the pitch mix. Okay. All right, what's Mlajenski throw? Sinker, four seam, splitter, four seam. So he gets rid of the sinker against lefties. Against righties, it's sinker, four seam. Four seam sinker against the righties. Not good, not good. It's not a righty. Suzuki looks good against those two. And Dansby looks pretty good against those two. Okay, what are we looking at for hits for Suzuki? What's Mlajenski's hit rate? Okay, so he does give up a lot of hits, 24%. 24% hit rate. Hard hit versus righties. Hard hit. He gets hit hard, too. Oh, my God. That four seam against lefties. Damn, 77% hard hit rate on the four seam against lefties. Ian Happ hits four seams really well. His line's 8.5. Yeah, Hundo, throw that out, brother. Put that in the garbage. Put that in the garbage, man. Yeah, Ian Happ looks pretty good against a four seam, but I don't think he's been doing anything, right? Pretty sure he's been doing absolutely nothing. Yeah, couple hits. He'll go like 5 games in a row with no hits and then get one. So like 4 or 5 games in a row with nothing. Yeah. Stay away from Hap. Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to take him. I'm just looking at him more for like a hit, but I don't really see it. Guys to get a hit here would be Bush, Bregman, and Horner, but yeah, top of the order here. If this is the way it lands, on the Pirates here, Belo and Cruz both plus EV. Yeah, Belo looks pretty nice today, actually. He fits in my 20% EV bucket. I try to find plays that are 20% and above. Mainly for like high probability guys that are 20% and above. That's been really working well. Like him, he's 20% and above, but he's low probability. He's only 11%. You know what I mean? So I'm looking for guys who are like around 20% home run probability, plus they have about 20% EV. This is a sweet spot for me. It's been working out really well for me this year. Like we saw it the other day with Jordan Walker. There's just a lot of guys. Even Brandon Lowe the other day when he hit that homer inside the park that got overturned to outside the park. Same spot. So 20% or above home run probability with 20% EV. That's what I'm hunting for right here, and he fits that. What's Ben Brown throw to lefties? A lot of four seams, four seam knuckle curve. That's about it. We already know Brandon Lowe destroys the four seam, but how is he against the knuckle curve? Not really that good. No ISO. High average though, very high average. Just no ISO. So he's not hitting it for power. He's hitting it for like singles. But the four seam just stupid. 957. Last 5 games against a four seam, 11. Oh my god, 1100 ISO. Last 10, 846. Last 20, 957. Yeah, just disgusting. So, yeah, Brandon Lowe looks pretty good. Let's look at just the knuckle curve for Cruz. 250 ISO. Yeah, only 4 balls in play, not a ton. Against a four seam, 29 put in play, only 1 homer, 207 ISO. Yeah, his price makes sense today. Plus 600 makes a lot of sense. I mean, it's fair. Books agree with me here. The main books, 545. Yeah. Cruz doesn't have a ton of value, but he's fair value. Look at Cruz zones. 1. 2.7 out of 10. Only place he gets a match, like a good match, right down the middle. And if we look at just the four seam, yeah, the third most common spot right there on the outside of the plate. Only 1 homer, 4 balls in play. Knuckle curve, not a really high ISO in that spot, so. Brandon Lowe does have a zone master, 6.6. Oh, yeah, 2 zones that match right there, too. Four seam fastball, both of his spots. Oh, God. Knuckle curve. Oh, God. It's the four seam. Looks pretty good to me there. It's going to be one of those days, man. I'm going to have to hear everybody on Twitter complaining about Brandon Lowe selling because he does this where he hits a 105-mile-an-hour ball that goes 325 feet because he hit it like 3 degrees too high. Otherwise, it would have been a homer. I mean, dude. 40% barrel rate on the four seam. Look at this contact. 21-degree launch angle, 110, 406 for a double. This is what's going to happen today. And I'm going to hear about how Brandon Lowe sold everybody. When nothing more you could do here. There's literally nothing more you could do here. 110, 13-degree launch angle, barrel, double. 96, 39 home run. It's the way it works sometimes. This is the way it works sometimes. You hit a 96 exit velo ball at 39 degrees, you get rewarded with a homer, not even a barrel. The other time you hit it 110, 21-degree launch angle, 406, and it's not a homer. That's the way baseball goes sometimes. You do this, you don't get a homer. You do this, you get a homer. But, I mean, hey, man. Outside of him just not having a barrel in the last 3 games and his launch angle not being there, yeah, his do factor is not really there. But other than that, he's got everything else. Literally everything else. If y'all are afraid of him for a homer, Brandon Lowe for a hit today. Hits, runs, RBIs, total bases, or a hit. If you're not trying to take him for a homer, put him on your veggies. I do like him a lot today. He should get a hit. He should get a hit. He should get a hit today. So. He should get a hit today. Tampa Bay, Baltimore, 26% chance of rain, heavy drizzle. I mean, where's Kevin Roth on this one, I guess? Yo, somebody tell Kevin Roth to come in the stream if you can. I think it's his name, right? Is it Kevin Roth? I think it's got to be the weather guy. Yeah, Kevin Roth. We need to get Kevin Roth in here. This one could be sus. This could be sus. I'm not a meteorologist, but heavy drizzle, 26% chance of rain. Also, I'm in Maryland. I'm in the state. I'm literally in the state this is happening in, and it's been raining all day. It's like soaking wet. So hope that helps. I guess we'll look at it from the perspective if it's happening. What do you mean when you say veggies? I mean the plays that aren't, eat your vegetables. Nobody wants to eat their veggies. They want the pizza. You know what I mean? Like you're a little kid. Everyone wants to eat pizza and ice cream, blah, blah, blah. But you need veggies because they're good for you. Home runs like the pizza and ice cream. Like you can't have it every single day. Like it's not good for you. You have to eat your vegetables if you want to be healthy. Same with this. Like you got to eat your veggies. You got to take those like minus 120s, the minus 110s, the two guys to get one hit. It's the stuff that's not going to make you rich overnight, but it's the stuff that's going to keep your account healthy. Stuff that's going to keep your account healthy. Oh, here we go. B. Brown. Kevin Roth, Tampa Bay, Baltimore knows. Models are showing persistent little cluster of light rain around Baltimore for most of the day. Realistically, chances being a huge problem is slim. Okay, but not impossible. If it sets up in just the wrong spot, I'm leaving this YO, which I don't really know, but I think it works out. That's what hey, man. Already looks for a first pitch. Make sure they're warm up a touch. That's kind of... I appreciate it, B. Brown, but that's kind of what I was saying. You know what I mean? I was like, it could happen, could not, but probably want to wait for this one. It's a little wet. I'll show you my veggies from yesterday. Hopefully this helps. Hopefully this helps. This is what I did yesterday. I'm on a little 6-0 run with these bad boys too. I took a Yandy Diaz and a Corbin Carroll for one hit each, minus 110. Put $100 on it, made $190 or made $91, whatever. And then I also took this one, Ryan Waldschmidt, to get one hit for the later games, and then Justin Foscue. Both of these guys had great value on the site. Foscue got a little lucky. He got his hit in the 9th inning. I mean, Detmers had a one-hitter going until the 9th. $50 win 124. Half a unit on that. These are the veggie plays. So yesterday, I lost the 2 home run plays I took. I lost $10 on home runs, but I made $90 here and another $80 here about. I made $170 on veggies, lost $10 on home runs. This is how you keep your account going up while there's no homers happening. You take easy plays like this at a much higher rate. If I put $100 on this, I put $10 on a home run play. So if I win this, it doesn't happen every day. You're going to lose these sometimes. But I'm on a 6-0 run with these. I'm up like $600 on veggies in the last couple days. You think I even feel the home run losses right now? I don't even notice them. Being honest with you, I don't even notice the home run losses because I take plays like this every day. And right now, like I said, I'm on a hot streak. I will be on a cold streak soon. I can promise you that. I will go on a streak where I lose 4 or 5 of these in a row. That's just variance in sports betting. I will lose 4 or 5 of these in a row at some point. But right now, I'm coming through with them pretty much every day. So I'm going to keep riding those. Yeah. That's what veggies are. That's eating your veggies. Where can we see your veggie plays? You won't. I'm not going to post them. I've said it before. I'll say it again. I'm not interested in being a pick seller. I don't want people joining and then just coming in and not using the site at all and just sitting in the WAP waiting for me to post a play. Especially here. Let me give you a few reasons why, because I want you guys to understand why I don't post plays. 2 reasons. Also, CW Notorious, thank you for the Prime sub. First reason is I don't want people. I don't want people to be lazy, essentially, is what it is. I don't want people to come in and just like expect me to win them money over time. Because one, a lot of people are only on weekly plans. Some people are on monthly plans, and that's about it. If you join, let's say you join on Monday for a week on a weekly plan, and I post plays, and that just so happens to be the week that I just told you I'm going to end up losing 4 or 5 of these veggie plays in a row. You come in, I lose 4 or 5 plays in a row. You immediately think like, oh, this guy sucks. He doesn't know what he's doing. Really, it's just my variance is bad for like the couple days you were there, and then you don't trust me, and also you are losing money because you're relying on my variance rather than your own research, right? I don't want people to be dependent on my hot and cold streaks. So to post plays every single day, then people are going to just sit back and wait for the plays to come out, and they're either going to win with me or they're going to lose with me in whatever time frame they join the site, and then they're just reliant 100%. It's like, rather than feed you, I want to teach you how to fish. You know what I mean? Whatever the saying is, you can teach a man to fish, you feed him for life. That's the kind of point. So I'm not going to post them. No desire. I don't want people to get reliant on my plays and my luck and my variance, and then that's it. Because that's what happens. They join for a week, they catch me in a cold streak, or they catch me in a hot streak, and then they expect that that's the way it's going to go forever. So I'll take 2-leg veggies and still miss each one. Have you looked at what you're doing? Let me give you my strategy. Here, I'll tell you guys right now exactly how I built those plays yesterday. Right here. I went to the hits tab. I looked at guys who have their little form graph right here. Who's on a bit of a streak? Jackson Trio. He's got a hit in 4 of his last 5 games. Okay, great. Does he also have a platoon advantage? Yes, he does. Okay. And does he have a good pitch mix rating? Yes, he does. And then I would just look at the price. Is it around a fair value for the price? Like if the guy's listed at minus 300 and I only have him at minus 200, I'm not taking it. But right here, the platoon advantage tag has been super helpful. So I just, like Jackson Trio, 100% a guy I would take for a hit today. He's better versus lefties. He does have a day slumper tag, so maybe I'd reevaluate this a little bit. But this is more important for me for home runs because it's OPS. But yeah, good recent form. So he's getting hits. Okay, he's not ice cold. He's got a good pitch mix rating, and he's got a platoon advantage tag. Like Colt Emerson, I probably wouldn't take him. He's got a small sample size, only 24 plate appearances. He's only got a hit in 2 of his last 5 games. I'd be a little wary on taking him. Freddie Freeman, night owl, fly ball pitcher. Okay, he looks decent today. Minus 250 for a hit. Good pitch mix. Hitting 3 of his last 5. I would consider him for sure. You could even just go here and be like, okay, I only want to look at guys that have the platoon advantage. Okay, great. Now go this way. Okay, Nick Kurtz. Yeah, he probably gets a hit today. He's in great form. Austin Martin, got a hit in 3 of his last 5 games, or 3 games in a row. Platoon advantage. Good pitch mix. If I can get Austin Martin around minus 230, I like it. Brian Torres, small sample size. If I see this tag, I don't take it. Brandon Lowe, he's got a hit in 4 of his last 5 games. He's got platoon advantage. Decent pitch mix rating around 5. If you can get him around minus 210, I like it. That's all it is. That's all it is. Recent form looks good. Pitch mix rating looks good. And they hit that side better than the other side. That's kind of all I look for. It's working out for me. You can also look at guys that are contact artists, right? Puts the ball in play at elite levels. Because to get a hit, you got to put the ball in play. So you don't want to really take guys that are high strikeout number dudes, too. If you're losing on hits plays, check if you're taking guys who have a high strikeout rate. So that's all I do. Like I said, hot streaks and cold streaks. I'll win 5, 6 in a row, and I'll lose 3 or 4 in a row, too. Missed on one. How many legs are you doing? Anything more than 2 legs, you're basically screwed. What's considered a good number for pitch mix to take? I try to find when it's green. There's not a lot of green pitch mixes every single day, though. There's how many we got today? Okay, actually, there's a decent amount, a little over 30 today. But 6 and above is good. As long as it's around 5 and above, it's fine. Anything below 5, I would stay away from for hits. All right, back to this game. Potentially going to rain out. Wait for it to stay. Why do people like Caminero so much today? That's a good question. Right-handed batters do hit a lot of homers off. Well, higher rate versus righties. He's given up the same amount to both hands, but only 80 plate appearances versus righties versus 150 versus lefties. So a higher rate to righties. Righty slider sinker is really all he throws. Junior Caminero, good ISO against it. More of a line drive launch angle, 13.2 degrees. Really high bat speed, obviously. Good slug, decent ISO. Last 20 goes up. Last 10 kind of starts to go back down. So over his last 20, he's looked pretty good. Let's see what the price was on here. So plus 450, he looks good there. He's fair value. I mean, the books agree with me here. Around plus 370 for a homer for Junior Caminero. Not a ton of value in that. Plus 456 on Kalshi. I think there's some good value there. If you go take this on Kalshi, it's a pretty good spot. 5.9 on the pitch mix. We can break it down a little bit more. Zone master. Okay, so he does look good on the zones. That's a good tag. Ground ball pitcher. 51% of... Okay, a lot of ground balls. Splits, let's see. Versus righties, 10 homers. Day game, he's pretty good in day games. Road, he's fine on the road. So his splits look good. Recent form, he's on a bit of a drought. Is he due? 3 out of 6 on the due factor. So his drought score's there. Launch angle's not. Zones, he's got these two that match as we talked about. Let's look at the sinker. Nothing really matching from the sinker. A little bit on this inside zone, but only 3 balls in play. Slider, yeah, it's close. It's just not enough balls in play, really. Spray charts on the sinker slider. 3 homers on sinker sliders versus righties. 1 to dead center. Couple pull. He looks okay. I like him on the Kalshi line for sure. Caminero 124. Whatever Caminero for a hit today. If you can get, I mean, I would say I would take him up to minus 200. It's a little bit of negative EV, but if he's minus 220, minus 250, something like that, you're running the risk of taking a play that is pretty negative EV, but what's his ground sinker slider ground ball rate for Caminero is high. This is a little sus. Just to call it out there. He's going up against a guy who gives up ground balls at an elite rate, 51% ground ball, and Caminero hits it in the ground 50% against these two pitches. So probably going to see some grounders from Caminero today. Only 28% fly ball rate against those pitches. His hit is at minus 240. Yeah, so I'd probably start looking maybe for another play. What's his recent form looking like too? 1-1, 2-1. Okay, so he's on a pretty big hit streak. 7-game hit streak. Yeah. I don't know that I would take him at minus 240, honestly. But could if you want to. Good average against these pitches, 344. Aranda, a sleeper. For what? Lefties, curveball, sinker, 4-seam slider. He throws everything at the lefties. Yeah, he's really good against the curveball, but it's only 7 balls in play. Super small sample size. Yeah, against his pitch mix, Aranda has good numbers. Very high fly ball, too. Caminero at 2 total bases. Yeah, I think he looks good there. I like him at 2 total bases. That's probably a better line than a hit. Yeah, minus 164 for 2 total bases. He looks pretty good there. It would have to be on a double probably where you get the homer, but yeah. Curveball, slider, sinker, 4-seam. Yeah, Aranda's numbers look pretty good against that, but day slumper, so only a 615 day OPS. He's way better in night games. So that's not great. Don't love that. Yeah, 0 homers over his last 7 games. Got a barrel there. He's not really lighting up these pitches right now. I mean, it's okay. But the problem is you're getting him at plus 570. It's just not. What's his home run rate versus right-handed pitchers? 4.5%. Pretty low. Pretty low. So, yeah. I mean, if the price wasn't enough to scare you off the play, this is enough to scare me off the play. But that's just me. A lot of negative EV here, though. I mean, really, it would just be Caminero on Kalshi. For Baltimore, I don't know what's going on here. These guys are not playing. Gunner, Taylor Ward. Yandy. If he hits leadoff, maybe, but plus 710, yeah, no. If he hits leadoff, though, that could be pretty interesting. I don't know that he will, but if he hits leadoff, I could be interested in Yandy Diaz today. We'll see how that lineup shakes out. No clue. I'm not. We got to ask Kevin Roth. You got to follow that one. Per Brandon Brown, he said, just wait and see. That's what Kevin Roth said. Orioles today, I mean, McClanahan's gnarly. 1 homer against the Orioles, but yeah, I'm probably pretty good on that. You ain't even hitting more than the 4 to me. It's not about like I don't believe in where they hit better or worse. Like if they hit better in leadoff or hit better in fourth. It's more about the at bats. It would just be that if he's hitting leadoff, he'd probably likely get that 5th at bat if they come around to it. You think Pete got him? Yeah. I need the BVP to update. It's not updating. 1 sec. Did it not run? Let's see. All right. Look. Yeah, right here. I'm probably pretty good on this. I'm going to be honest with y'all. Yeah, no history on here pulling in. Not updated yet. I don't know why. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. What does matter is 4-seam changeup is all he's good at. Let's see the 4-seam changeup. Okay, we got 1 zone that matches for Pete. What about just the changeup? It's just the changeup. Yeah. 2 homers versus lefties on the year. Changeup. 4-seam. Yeah. I'm probably pretty good on these guys today. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not that interested in the Orioles. Not against McClanahan. He's got good stuff. Look at his arsenal. 2 runs above average on everything except for his 4-seam. Yeah. I'm good on that. I'll probably stay away from it. Caminaro's okay, but Cardinals, Brewers, Liberatore, lefties get after him. Mizrowski, I guess lefties, but let's be honest. Mizrowski, I'm going to jinx it here, aren't I? Hasn't given up a home run in a very long time. Hasn't given up an extra base hit in 4 games. 11 strikeouts, 10 strikeouts, 8 strikeouts, 8, 9, 9. Jesus. 440 runs above average on his slider, 560 on his changeup. 3 for 6, 1 homer, 660 ISO, 1 double. There you go. For all you BVP truthers. This is ducking the Dodgers. He didn't choose that. It's just the way the dice rolled. You can blame Pat Murphy. Pat Murphy was like, look, I'll give you 200 IQ. I'll give you my 200 IQ tinfoil hat conspiracy theory on that series. Pat Murphy and the Brewers want to move on from Joey Ortiz and Luis Rengifo, the third baseman and the shortstop, and David Hamilton. All 3 of them suck. We have the worst left side of the infield in the MLB. They want to move on from them, but we are too hot. We were winning too many games in a row. We were on a massive win streak. We won like 18 of the last 20 games. You can't break up a winning team. What you can break up is a losing team, right? So, in order to get these guys out of there and call up the young guys like Cooper Pratt and Jet Williams, Game 2, perfect example. They threw the game. They put out Robert Gasser, who's a AAA pitcher. He shouldn't even be in the rotation. They sent him out there, followed him up with DL Hall and Jake Woodford, terrible bullpen pitchers. They wanted to lose that game. They were up 3-0. They wanted to lose that game. So you create a loss there, and then the next day you bring out Brandon Sproat. You threw in that extra pitcher in terms of Gasser to skip Miz. You want to lose 2 in a row. So now you're a losing team, and now you can kick those guys off the squad. So if we see a little call up from Cooper Pratt or something in the next couple days, tell you what, Pat Murphy is just playing the long game. He said, let's just go lose to the Dodgers. It'll be easy. We'll throw out our B team. And then we can call up the young guys and not break up a winning team. So yeah, I'm not taking anybody against Miz. I'm just not going to do it. Like, y'all have fun with that. I'm good. He's on a heater. Bro is on a heater. Hasn't given up an extra base hit in 4 straight starts. Matthew Liberatore, though, a little bit of a meatball thrower, a little reverse split action lefty go crazy on him. Oh, God. I forgot the Brewers don't hit home runs, and they don't hit home runs against lefties. That's the other thing. Not only do the Brewers not hit home runs, they don't hit home runs against lefties, like, at all. Like, at all. Look at these ISOs versus the... Look at this. Liberatore throws the entire kitchen. He throws every pitch available, right? Churrio's the only guy that does anything. Even if you just do a 4-seam, which everybody throws a 4-seam. Yelich is okay. That's it. So, yeah. Churrio, though, for a hit today, I really like Jackson Churrio on my veggies play. Hits, runs, RBIs, or a hit. Jackson Churrio, very solid. Same with Bryce Terang. Really good for a hit today. Great pitch mix. Contreras, also probably pretty good for a hit today. No Bowers. Lefty on lefty for Bowers. Probably not. Only 2 homers against lefties this year. See what he's been doing against lefties. I'm not serious. Got a homer against Shota, and he's got a homer against Hendrick. But that's from a long time ago, almost a month ago now. He hit him pretty hard, but left-handed home run rate is 4.3%, so pretty low. Day game home run percent, 1.7, so even lower. Only 1 homer in a day game. But, right here, almost all of Bauer's homers do come at home, so maybe. But yeah, I don't like the lefty on lefty look for him. I don't like it. Same with Yelich. I don't like lefty on lefty. Yelich is brutal against lefties, man. He did have that homer on Shota, but yeah, brutal against lefties. All right, next game. Churrio and Bryce Terang for a hit. Churrio, Bryce Terang, and Contreras for a hit. Honestly, Churrio, Bryce Terang, and Contreras for hits, runs, RBIs. Specifically, Churrio and Bryce Terang hits, runs, RBIs. I do like. So yeah. All right, Twin Sox, and I'll be right back. Twin Sox, and I'll be right back. All right. Twins, White Sox. Let's go. I don't know about all this, man. I don't know about all this. Zebby versus Anthony K, but we got some wind. It's actually not too bad. 81 degrees, too, actually. Okay. You know who's been ice cold, and you know who has not been plus EV the entire damn time? Eminem, baby. Eminem. So, you like Jackson for 2 hits? No. Churrio is a 1-hit wonder. Nah, not always. He gets 2 hits a lot, but Let's see. Zebby Matthews, Anthony K. Ooh. Ooh, he gets smoked by righties. 0 homers to lefties. He gets smoked by righties. Okay, so we don't. Big bucks, man. Four seam cutter change. Damn, what? What the hell is Buxton doing? Okay, he's got the sinker and the slider. The last two pitches, he's got to throw sinkers and sliders to righties. The hell is this? Everything else looks pretty good though. 98 average exit velo, 75%. The hell? The hell? God damn. Bro, what am I looking at? What am I looking at? How is this possible? One, two, three, four, 5 barrels against lefties on the four seam. Not a single home run. 391, 3. Damn. I guess the launch angle is just a little low, but still, holy shit. So this is why it's important to look a little bit further. Don't take that ISO at face value. No. Don't say he. Look, people are looking at that ISO and they take it at face value and they say, he can't hit lefties. He doesn't hit the four seam. I'll tell you what, he hits lefties on the four seam 50% barrel rate. Like, he hits them very well. But yeah, he does have this, so. This is just bad luck. What's his BABIP? 333, okay. Anyway, he's in the 200s. I mean, I'm probably going to skip him anyway. I don't like his odds. I do think he gets a hit today, though. I do think he can get a hit today. I do like him for a hit today, depending on what his odds are. If you can get him around 200, what's Buxton's odds for a hit? Anybody know? 1+ hit? $185. Yeah, $185. I like that. Wherever you're getting that, minus $185 for a hit. Some people are seeing $240. I'm out on $240. No. Probably not on $240. No. But if you can get him at $185, if that's real. $277. Nah. Only one homer versus lefties, too. Wow. Okay. How's Josh Bell? Josh Bell versus lefties versus the pitch mix. What were we looking at here? Four seam cutter changeup. Four seam cutter changeup. Not bad. Cody Clemens, he's a lefty though. Not really anything hard hit against lefties. Righties are really getting after him though. Yeah. Oh, Austin Martin. Low ISO, but Austin Martin for a hit today. Austin Martin for a hit today. I would take Austin Martin up to around minus 250. I like the read on Austin Martin today a lot. Austin Martin for a hit today is nice. Look at average. Yeah. Got good average in a lot of these zones. Yeah. Austin Martin for a hit today. I like him for a hit today. Got him for veggies. Yeah, I like that. I don't mind that. His batting average zones look pretty good here. Yeah. Okay, pretty easy there. I probably wouldn't take anybody for a homer here. Buxton's odds aren't good enough. They're not good enough. Buxton 2 total bases. Yeah, you could. You could take Buxton for 2 total bases. Who was on the last game I said that looked good for 2 total bases too? There was somebody else I said that looks not solid for 2 total bases. Oh, Junior. Junior, Buxton, both those guys I'd rather take at 2 total bases or hits, runs, RBIs than a hit or than a homer. Obviously, that's a longer shot play. It's going to be harder to hit, but don't mind it. Don't mind it. Yeah, Sox, man. Lefties, four seam change. Not really getting hard hit at all. Not really getting hard hit at all. Yeah. Are you against HR? No. Not against hits, runs, RBIs at all. Yo, Pop Smoke with the sub. I appreciate the prime. Ooh, Murakami. I just can't hit the ball in the day. Only 4 homers in day games. He's done it, but day slumper, man. Day slumper. Four seam change though. Nothing really on the change. Four seam though. Right down the middle. Yeah, it looks like he's just looking for one right down the middle here. You get one right down the middle for him, I guess, but no. Best way to read for RBI is the people in front of him get on base. Best spot for an RBI is the people around him look good, in front of him specifically. That's what you're looking for. So, it could be a guy in the leadoff if the guys at the bottom of the order look good too. If it wraps around, you know what I mean? You could see guys down here that look really good, and if like Murakami looked really good up front, and these three at the bottom looked really good, they don't. But if they did, you could be like, okay, Murakami, if these guys can get on and it wraps around to Murakami, he could look decent. But it's not. Murakami's RBI is probably going to come from a home run if it does. And Buxton, same thing. Yeah, it hits leadoff, so. I like Buxton for a homer today. Not really in the 200s. He's fine. He's plus 240. Like, nothing crazy. Judge hit a homer yesterday. He had a walk-off in the 9th inning or something, 10th inning, whatever it was. I don't know if he's due. He literally hit one literally the last pitch he saw, it was a homer. But yeah, I mean, in the plus 200s, I'm just not too interested in the White Sox today for that. Antonacci for a hit. Bad on the pitch mix, though. Day slumper. Yeah. Good zone here. At least he's not a day slumper. He's good. He's okay in day games. Yeah, overall, just not a huge fan of these guys in the 200s. Like, I'm not taking Colson Montgomery. You can get Colson Montgomery almost every day at like plus 450. I'm just not interested in him at 280. Same with Murakami. I would like Murakami a little bit more if he didn't have just some of the worst day splits you'll ever see. So sorry, I'm just retweeting Brandon Brown's list. Okay. Yeah. Is he due? No, he's not even due. So. Yep. Next game. Man, my watch list. Who's on it? Who did I add to this watch list? Brennan Lowe. Okay. Will Warren, 6-10. Waka, 7-10. Okay, pretty similar. Wind blowing out to the left field there. Left-handed batters, right-handed batters. Okay. Oh. I'm not even like I'm not even looking. I haven't even gotten to the EV tab yet. Like I haven't even started looking at this column. I'm just looking at the odds. We haven't seen any home runs going in the MLB like at all. And they have the balls to go throw Buxton, Murakami, Judge, all these guys in the 200s today. What have we seen? What have we seen to justify that? Anyways, let's look at the pitch mix. Sinker, four seam. Sinker, four seam. A little bit of slider in there too, but sinker, four seam mainly versus righties. So Judge, Goldschmidt. Goldie, though, I don't know if he does any homers versus righties, does he? Nah, not really. Goldie's a lefty hitter. Yeah, you don't take Goldie against righties. Yeah, Judge looks nice, but not at 250. Judge looks nice, but not at 250. Ben Rice for a hit today could be interesting. Really good pitch mix rating. I don't know what you're going to find his hit at, though. I don't know what you're going to find his hit at. But Ben Rice for a hit today does pique my interest. It does pique my interest. Total bases, too. Hits, runs, RBIs. Like, Judge for an RBI today could be an interesting candidate because in front of him, Ben Rice looks pretty good. Minus 260 for a hit. Minus 260 for a hit. Minus 260 for a hit. Okay. Guy's hitting 177 over his last 5 games. Although he does get some hits here and there. Last 15 games, sorry. But his average on the year dropped from 330 to 280. Golly. Plus 1,200 for Goldie. That's a good price. I mean, I have him at plus 850, so you're getting good value on that. Goldie at plus 1,250 or whatever, plus 1,200 is not bad. It's just that he only has. I mean, his splits versus righties are significantly worse. Look at that, 558 OPS, but 1,100 on 1,200 OPS versus lefties. But 1,200 is not a bad price. So, yeah, I don't understand. I don't understand Judge's price today. I do not. Honestly, the best plays here: McMahon, Trent, Rice, Wells, Goldie. McMahon's not good against that. Wells is pretty good against these pitches, though. Throw in the slider there. But he's a lefty. We got to look at lefties. Four-seam changeup cutter. Four-seam changeup, really, that's all it is. Lefties, four-seam changeup. Yeah, McMahon still looks pretty good. Wells is all right. Ben Rice looks very good against those. Ben Rice looks nasty against those. Ben Rice looks nasty against those pitches, man. Oh, God. Damn. Yeah, Ben Rice looks pretty gnarly. His odds are terrible, though. I mean, they're not terrible, but they're not great. Plus 390. It's not the worst I've ever seen. If I had to go anywhere here, it would be Ben Rice. Someone said it earlier. I think Ben Rice total bases could be a very good play today. 2 total bases, Ben Rice. I do like that. I do like that. Never find what page, Hundo? Clicking on the player? Andy's 4 out of 6. I might add him. I'm going to add him for now. Because we only have one person on our watch list. Yeah, I think I'm just going to focus only on Ben Rice. Lefties versus Will Warren. But what have righties done? 4-seam and sinker. Oops. B. Witt. Yeah, Bobby Witt, that launch angle, he's just a doubles machine, man. I already had this song play. I'm skipping it. Hold on. Bro, now, see, this is why I don't change songs, because then I get stuck in, like, looking for a specific song, but I don't know what specific song I want. Okay, this one's good. It was always McMahon. Yeah, McMahon's decent today, too. Sorry, Mike. Bobby's good in day games, he's good in all of these. Bobby's another total bases guy for me today, probably. Yeah, I like Bobby today. I do like Bobby today for total bases for a hit. 4 out of 6. Launch angle. He's just, look at this. Where's his launch angle? Yeah. He's just a line drive merchant. He really is. Fly balls have been looking really good, though. Bobby Witt for a double today could be in play if anybody's going the doubles route. I do read that as a double. That launch angle right here, 15 degrees. That's double territory. I like Bobby. I like Bobby today for a hit or for hits, runs, RBIs, or for total bases for sure. He's fine on a home run play too. He's fair value. All right, next game. Wimbledon out here. Nolan McClain, Nick Lodolo. Interesting. Righties aren't really doing anything against him. You really want to look at lefties. But I mean, let's just look at sinker, sweeper. Eh. Blake Dunn looks good against it. Blake Dunn looks pretty good against it, but all right. How about lefties? That sinker four seam. Really the off speed stuff. I'm not going to say his name. I'm not going to do it. I won't say it. Oh, he looks so good every day, man. He looks so good every day. I'm not going to say it, though. Oh, my God. He looks so good every day. Look, he's not. He's got a bad price. He's got a bad price against McLean. He has a bad price. So in this one, I'd rather take Blake Dunn at 1040, Matt McLean at 1100. Like this is a long shots game. The Reds, you would take long shots. For the Reds today, it's long shots. So McLean maybe, Dunn maybe as a straight, but here's a good RBI. Hits our man, the Mets are just so bad. Lodolo changeup. Playing been ass, bro. He had one bad game. Okay, I guess he had a couple. He had two bad games. He had two bad games. I mean, you can hit him, but his stuff is so good. Look at that. His sinker is insane. It's really that sweeper. The sweeper and cutter have been killing him. Sweeper and cutter. Lodolo, change up, four seam. Damn. Okay, Bichette and Soto. I mean, these aren't his pitches. Curveball and sinker he's better on. Ooh. Bichette's not doing too hot against that changeup. But his changeup's not that good, so. Ooh, that changeup hurts. That changeup hurts. Ooh. Curveball, cutter, slot, sinker, fastball. Okay. Yeah, look at this. This is Bo Bichette's spray chart against his number one pitch. This is Bo Bichette's spray chart against that number one pitch he's going to see today. Two hits, 10 outs. And nothing's really hit anywhere. Nothing. Guy cannot hit a changeup. He hits four seams pretty well, though. He does hit the four seam kind of nice. Okay. Yeah, maybe Bichette for a hit. Hits runs RBI, something like that. Soto is a lefty, though. What's he going to see? Curveball, sinker. Oh, my God. Couple hard hit. Single. 3 hits, 12 outs. One of them was hit pretty good. CW, I like that conspiracy. I like that. I like Soto today still though for hits, runs, RBIs, and I think he's got a really good price. Both of these guys, I still would take either of them. Honestly, I'm gonna put them both on the watch list. Brett Beatty, lefty on lefty, really? Oh, no homers on lefties. Well, plus 1,000 is kind of a crazy price. Morabito, who the? Bench, nothing. Good pitch mix though. These guys all match up pretty well, but their stats versus lefties this year. Yeah, no power. Not much power against lefties. I do like Soto and Bichette. I think they're interesting to look at today. They can get a good pitch. So Bichette and Soto are decent EV. Merrill Kelly, yeah, okay. Landon Roop though. Sheesh. Landon Roop. Not getting hit hard at all. Lefties, Jesus. Yeah, I'm gonna skip the D-backs, but look right here. Okay, Casey Schmidt back in play. Harrison Bader. Those are both righties, but lefties is changeup, four seam. Really changeup, four seam. How's Devers look against that? Pretty good. Pretty good. Righties is slider, four seam, cutter, kind of everything. Changeup at all? Not a little bit, not too much. His changeup just stinks. Yeah, Schmidt and Adames look pretty good against these. Schmidt and Adames look pretty good. Casey Schmidt, 3 homers in 4 games. He's on a heater. Slider. Damn, he puts that slider on the down and out a lot, and he actually hits that spot pretty well. Look at his exit velocity. Okay, hard hit. Yeah. Not bad, not bad. Casey Schmidt's interesting today for sure. All pull. All of his homers are pull. Like, they all land in the same spot. Kind of hilarious. I don't mind Casey Schmidt. Willie Adames a night owl too. 2 for 11. A lot of pull as well. I just don't like Devers' price, honestly. Casey Schmidt, though, I'm good on him. I like that. And Harrison Bader, I do like him as a long shot, too. And the 1100 is kind of crazy. 1100 is kind of crazy for Harrison Bader. He doesn't really match anything too well. Gonna homer on the slider. Harrison Bader would just be you're just getting a good price. That's about it. He only 12% chance today, but that's a pretty good price for Bader. I don't mind him. What does pull mean? You pull the ball. You pull it. You don't push it to the opposite field. He's a right-handed batter. He sits on this side of the plate, and he pulls the ball on the same side of where he's hitting. He doesn't push it to the other side. Balls go farther when they're pulled. It's easier to hit a home run by pulling it than it is pushing it. It's way harder to hit one to the opposite field. It takes a lot more power. So it's you get way more power for less exit velocity on a pull. So if a guy pulls it a lot, which is a good sign. Yeah, they are still mispricing Bader huge. I think in the 1100s is crazy. Bader should probably be in the 800s right now. I think Bader should be around the 800s. He should definitely be around the 800s. So. Nats Cleveland. This one's tough weather, brutal weather today. It is Littell, which sucks. Every lefty, every batter. Wait, no, sorry, Cleveland. Yeah, all the lefties today. Even Quan 1900, kind of a crazy long shot straight there, but Quan 1900's nuts. Manzardo is probably pretty good today. Angel Martinez is pretty good today. Let's look at the pitch mix. Lefties, it's all of them. Four seam slider, splitter. Let's just look at all of them. Damn it. Manzardo's decent. Angel Martinez is very nice against it. Launch angles are not great around here, though. DeLauder's decent. Manzardo's pretty good. Yeah. Yeah. Angel and Manzardo for sure. Left field is to the left. Right field's to the right. That is left field. CW is right. Mid 90s, yeah, 95. Right down the middle. Yeah. Manzardo and Angel Martinez look good. And then Tanner Bibby, 7 homers and 11. Let's see, mix for saying. Hard hit. Definitely gets harder hit by lefties. Righties is only the cutter. I don't have many righties in this lineup. Lefties is forcing a cutter, curveball, and sinker. Really, it's the cutter that's getting hit hard. Four seam cutter. You can throw in a curveball too, I guess. Man, CJ Abrams looks pretty good. Abrams is fair value here. I don't mind him at 669 at all. I think that's pretty good. Dalen Lyle in the 700s, not bad. James Wood in the 300s, I don't like him there. But I like him at 426. I think he's fine at 426. But James Wood, nah. Luis Garcia could be interesting if he's hitting second. I'd wait and see on him. He doesn't look that good against these two. You throw in the curveball, he looks a lot better. Against just the curveball, he's extremely good. Yeah, Lyle and Abrams look really nice. Lyle and Abrams look pretty nice, especially Abrams. Mike, no, probably not. A lot of pull, too. Look, I think it's going to be tough to hit a homer here today, though, with this weather. You got to pull it. It's got to be Abrams. It would have to be Abrams, plus 669. And then Manzardo and Martinez. Manzardo's pull. Pretty decent. 50%. And Martinez pull. You got to pull it here. You have to pull it. Yeah. Very good pull. Yeah, I like it. I like Martinez today a lot. I'm a fan. Luzardo or Vasquez. Yikes. 5 homers, 5 homers. 5 and 10, 5 and 10. Same HR per 9. I only like, I'm telling you right now, the only one I like in this game is Machado. Machado is very good versus lefties. Sweeper, 4-seam change. Yeah, Machado's probably a day late today, too, because he looked really good yesterday. Machado's probably a day late. Mm. Yeah, Machado's probably a day late. Got a lot of good stuff there. Yeah, so if anybody in this one, Machado, good price at 730. Very good price. Now you're starting to get a little iffy on Machado here, though. It's really just a Kalshi line. Cassie back in Philly redemption story? No. 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 I'm not on Casty. Lazardo might go off today. Yeah, that's why I would only take Machado at 730. Other than that, nothing. Castellanos, if you're Italian. If you're Spanish, it's Castellanos. If you're Italian, it's Castellanos. Yeah, I don't know. Not a huge fan of him. Decent numbers versus lefties, just very bad launch angle. Okay, holy cow, the Rangers today. Wow. Wow. All right, let's look at just quickly Christian Walker. Thinker slider. Yeah. Problem is Walker's on just too much of a heater right now. 2-1. Yeah. A lot of pull. Good zones. Good match. Yeah. Walker could be all right today. Walker could be all right today. But I'm much more interested in looking at look at all this EV here. Jesus. Nimmo. Slider 4-seam. Nimmo, hello. I'm going to add Nimmo to that list for sure. Jock looks pretty good against that too. The rest are righties. Kevin Carter's okay. Righties is slider 4-seam. That's what we're looking at. Young looks good too. Duran looks pretty good too. Jock looks nice too. He's got a good launch angle, man. Problem is Jock Peterson's just Does this look like a guy that should be sitting at plus 400 for a homer? It doesn't to me. Doesn't to me. Nimmo. No Mad Tag. No, I'm not too worried about that. I don't mind. I don't pay attention to this one too much. Means he's better on the road. It's because he plays in like a bit of a difficult ballpark. That's all it is. His home ballpark's a little bit difficult. That's all that really tells me. He hasn't hit a homer in it yet. I like Nimmo today. And Jake Berger's not bad either. He just doesn't look that good against these two pitches. What's Berger been doing? Thinkers. Curveballs. Sinker, changeup, curveball. Sinker, not going to see many, not going to see many, not going to see many. Really only 4-seam slider against righties. So, yeah, Duran's interesting. But Nimmo, I think, is my favorite on this one. Miami, Toronto. Well, you Savage. Okay, he's not giving it. We're not. Yeah, Marlins. See you later. Okay, what are we looking at for Jansen Junk? Not a whole lot. George Springer for a hit. George Springer for a hit, hits, runs, RBIs, total bases. There you go. George Springer, hits, runs, RBIs, total bases, or a hit. Slider sweeper, though. Let's look. Yeah. Akamoto's good against that pitch mix. Akamoto hasn't done anything, though. Oh, he's got a good zone, too. Golly, Akamoto, where you been, brother? Where have you been? 396 OPS over his last 15 games. Oh, my God. Yeah. I can't justify anybody on the Blue Jays outside of Springer for general props. Hits, runs, RBIs, total bases. George Springer, here you go. Yeah, I saw that. He was close. Rockies, Dodgers, Sheehan, Gordon. Gordon, left-handed batters. Sheehan, left-handed batters. Oh, my. Rumfield. Four-seam changeup slider. Yeah, Rumfield looks nice. Rumfield looks nice. I like him. Of course, the only two batters that look good for a homer are righties. Tanner Gordon doesn't do much against righties. Not a single homer yet. Lefties against four-seam slider changeup. Freddie looks nice. Muncy would be a guarantee. He would be such an easy take today. Ohtani looks solid against these two, but his launch angle's terrible. Yeah, Ohtani total bases today. There's another one. Add Ohtani with the Buxton, the Murakamis, the whoever else I said, Junior, the total bases guys. Judge, maybe I forgot who. Your big hitters today, they look good on total bases. Yeah, Rumfield always in the 700s, and he hits home runs I don't know, every 4 games. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Just saw a guy who said in the comments, "Oh, I can't get a one-hit play to save my life. I take Jordan and Schwarber, and they never can put a bat on the ball." If you're trying to take guys for veggies plays for 1+ hit, the worst thing you can do is take a guy who has a high strikeout rate. You want guys who put the ball in play. Whether they get out or not, that's fine. But you want to avoid guys who strike out. This is your HRR stack today, right here. The entire Dodgers lineup is crazy today. Insane today. And they all have really good home run probabilities. The problem is the books have just kind of nuked their odds. I think Pages and Hernandez have good odds, though. These two guys have decent odds. Mookie Betts also, but Freddie Freeman, not really worth it for me in the 400s. Kyle Tucker, not really worth it for me today there. Shohei, definitely not worth it in the 200s, but total bases looks great for him. Total bases for Freddie looks really good, too. Freddie for a hit, really good today. Look at this. 14% strikeout rate. That's a guy you want to take for a hit. Freddie doesn't strike out. Gross K rate, it's on any player. Just do it. Just go do it. Right here. Splits versus right-handed pitchers. 14%. If it's green, it's good. Or you can click on his name. You can look at his strikeout rate. K rate versus right-handed pitchers. Round it up, it's 15%. Or you can go right here. Look at K rate versus right-handed pitchers. 14.6. Boom. It's in a lot of places. Or in the trends, it'll tell you the guy's got a high strikeout rate. So this is a bad sign for Freddie, but I'm not really worried about Tanner Gordon striking him out. But that's the point. Like if you're just in general, look at these guys for strikeout rates. Like Schwarber has like a 40% strikeout rate. Like, yeah, he's probably not a good play for one hit. All right. And Seattle Athletics, Castillo, Savali. We got a couple meatball throwers here. This one should be decent. Who's the primary? Bryce Miller. This is weird. Didn't they just do this last time, but it was the other way around? They did Miller into Castillo. Now they're doing Castillo into Miller. It's a bit interesting. Are the books going to price out everybody already? Yeah. 200s for Kurtz again. Fucking, oh my God, bro. They're just pricing out everybody today. We get one day that it's not just terrible weather, and the books price everybody out. They're pricing everybody out. They know it too. They know what they're doing. Nuke Rayleigh is the only guy who looks good, and he's a pinch hit risk. He gets pulled every game. You've got to be kidding me. We get one good. I had to post that before I forgot. Okay. Yeah, Luke Rayleigh. I guess I'll add him. Savali, cutter, sinker, curveball. Ooh, I don't know about Luke Rayleigh actually. Cutter, sinker, curveball. Oh yeah, I do like that. Okay, what are we talking about? What are we talking about here? Holy shit. 609 ISO, not a good launch angle. Fly balls getting close to being all right. Ground ball's fine. Just a lot of line drives. Luke Rayleigh's a lot of line drives. Zone master. Oh my God, he's got a really good zone. Curveball, nothing really. Cutter, four seam. Yeah, it looks really good there. A lot of pull. A lot of pull. I like Luke today. I do. I am a little worried about him getting pinch hit, but I like Luke Rayleigh. Um, on the A's, you're priced out, man. We're just outside of Geloff, I guess, but his pitch mix isn't great. What does he look like against the actual primary? Still not great. We're priced out. We are priced out. I'm not taking Kurtz at 245. Total bases for Kurtz could be good. Total bases or an RBI. They're just priced out. Every single one of these guys in the 300s or 200s. Oh, man. I guess Zach Geloff in the 600s is all right, but what's the mix? I guess we can look at Castillo's going to go multiple innings, though. Four seam sinker slider. Yeah, nothing. Four seam splitter sweeper. Here's the thing with Zach Geloff and actually the rest of them, the Athletics. They're gonna lose at bats to other guys. Like Zach Geloff looks really good against Bryce Miller. He doesn't look good against Castillo. Yeah, I saw Cortez hit one finally. Yeah, I don't know. I can't justify it because he's not going to get that many at bats against him. He maybe gets one or two at bats. Can't do it. I can't do it with this opener stuff, man. I cannot do this opener stuff. I'm so out on the opener stuff. You lose at bats, and that's the biggest thing is you lose the at bats. Then it's like, okay, what's the point of the play? Can't do it. 24 homers, back to backs. Priced you out of Kurtz, man. They already priced us out of Kurtz. Like, they'll pay for this, man. They will pay for this. Yeah, Kurtz and Shea are the top two, and they're priced out. So they're priced out, but they look good. Watch this. I only got 12 on there right now. Soto, Rayleigh, Bichette, Lowe, Manzardo, Ben Rice. Hey, he's plus EV now. There we go. Nimmo, Schmidt, Martinez. God, he's getting close. We're gonna lose Martinez here any moment now. TJ Rumfield, Machado, and Bader. I like it. I think it's a decent list. Cool. See, Kurtz and Luke pair super early. I don't know what you mean by that. Colson, I did not like Colson or Murakami's odds. Pete Alonso, same thing. Was not a fan of Pete Alonso's odds. Although we got confirmed lineup now. What are we looking at here? Yandy? No. Yeah, really. I'll add Junior too, actually. I will. I think that's 456 is a good price. I do like that. I don't like him here, though. I mean, he's okay, but Junior at 456, I'm a fan of that. Yeah, heavy red for him. Pete Alonso versus lefties hasn't been pretty good. He's been pretty bad this year. McClanahan's too good of a pitcher. I know they did. Pete hit a homer off him last game, but like that's pretty much the only homer McClanahan's given up all year. There's way better options than, in my opinion, than floating it on a guy who doesn't give up homers. So, yeah, you could boost. That's a way to do it. If you got some boosts, you could get. I think you could get. I don't know about Kurtz. Can you get Kurtz in there? 250? Probably not. Not if you parlay it. If you take him as a straight, you can get him, but why would you take a straight at 300 with a boost? It's a waste. Yeah. They're pricing you out, man. We can wait. Maybe Kurtz goes up a little bit, but yeah, you're getting priced out. I told you, I said it a second ago. The book saw some okay weather day, and they just said nuke everybody's odds, make everybody. They're not. The books have determined this year they are not going to lose to you on home runs. They will not let you win on homers. You got to be picky. If you're just blindly taking these guys, you're gonna get smoked, man. Probably already getting smoked. Got to be super picky. Got to be super picky with these odds. Brandon Nimmo, Ben Rice, below 3-man. I wonder if that'll generate that for my watch list. Oops. There's Nimmo. Not bad. Veggies play. Just off the top of the dome, Jackson Churio paired with Freddie Freeman for a hit. Just off the top of the dome, Churio Freeman for a hit. Just off the top of the dome there. Oh, I think Trio might have a high strikeout rate. Let me just check. Ooh, he does have a high strikeout rate versus lefties. But on balls in play, he's hitting 400, so that's very good to see. A high BABIP is good. Batting average on balls in play. When he puts it in play, he gets a hit. Like, that's very good to see. Trio minus 310 for a hit. I have him at minus 323. Honestly, I'd take him at... Yeah. If you don't want to take Churio, Jeremy Pena could be solid. I like Jeremy Pena a little bit too. He's okay. George Springer, Austin Martin. Love those two guys as well. Springer and Austin Martin also look good. What was the look for B-Low? I got to get offline, guys. I can't be doing this. Plus EV that was the look for B-Low. 20% chance, 20% EV. Also, he dominates the two pitches this guy throws. Pena's the real-life homie. And he's got a good zone rating. Yeah, Brandon Lowe just kind of got it all going on right now. In this matchup today, at least. But the other side of that is Ben Brown doesn't give up homers. So, B-Low, good chance he doesn't hit a home run today. Actually, I mean, well, obviously there's a good chance he doesn't hit a home run. There's an 80% chance he doesn't hit a home run. Right here. 79% chance he does not hit a home run. 21% chance that he does. 2+ bases. That's a lot of people for 2+ bases. I'm going to be honest with you. That's a lot of people for 2+ bases. I don't do any... Look, I don't take more than 2 legs, except for homers, I'll take 3 legs. But like total bases, hits, runs, RBIs, I do 2 legs. I keep it simple. Like there's a reason it's going to be plus 8,000 odds, plus 10,000 odds. It's because you have less than a 1% chance to hit 8 guys hitting 2 bases, whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. 8 leg 2+ bases. Almost surely you won't hit that. You maybe hit 50% of them. Let's look at that. $73 players that I've picked for a home run today, only 43% have hit total bases. So yeah, you could probably hit 4 of them. Now hits, 67% of them get a hit. Hits, runs, RBI, similar, 43%. That's because that's why I'm gonna add the tracking feature where you can select with stats. Like a lot of these guys, I probably wouldn't take for hits, runs, RBIs. Like I'm taking them because I like them for a home run. You know what I mean? So, all right. All right, we're just gonna get off. I appreciate y'all for tuning in this morning on this Monday. Happy Memorial Day, everybody. Hope you guys had a good weekend. And good luck today with whatever y'all are doing. Good luck today. Be smart about your pricing. Please be smart about your pricing. Don't just blindly take guys for homers. Make sure you're getting a good price. The best way to find out if you're getting a good price is sign up for rudebets.com and see what we think the price is. Nobody else is telling you what they think the price is. They're just showing you data, and then you have to guess on your own.